I was born 87 years ago. But for all these years, I've never been the ruler of my own dreams. This is the 27th of last seed, the year of Akatosh 433. These are the closing days of the Third Era, and the final hours of my life. I have seen the gates of Oblivion, beyond which no waking eye may see. This is only the beginning. Worse is yet to come. Looks clear. A trap!
The time of cleansing draws nigh.
Who now will save us from the coming darkness? Find your own path.
Remember the Emperor!
Find him and close shut the jaws of Oblivion.
Hello? Oh, yeah. Hello. That's how I start the stream. Hello. It is Thursday night. And, what else would I... Oh, yeah, as you know, every Thursday night... Wait, do I have a script for this? No, something about Thursday nights. Take it to the bank. Something about a stream. I don't know. You guys gonna have to fill in the blanks today. Hello, Evie23. And who is this mysterious stranger? Internet celebrity BP. British Petroleum? Internet celebrity blood pressure? That'd be a good new name for if I did a new channel. Internet celebrity lab work. And hello, Ashley. And thank you, Brad. Thank you, Evie. Thank you, Ashley. So yeah, it's belated, true, but I didn't stream on my birthday. So this is the only chance you guys had to see me during a stream. It's still technically, yesterday was my birthday, but it's technically within, I don't know if this counts, but I was born a few minutes after 9 p.m. on November 19th, 9 p.m. Pacific. Which means that technically we're still within 24 hours. Like if you start the timer from the moment I was born and gave a full day from that point, then by that measure, you could say it's still my birthday. Yeah, what happened to your names? I don't know what's up with the ats. I promise I didn't do it. Whatever. What happens if I type in here? My name look like. Yep, I'm at Gaming Lawyer. Oh no, and there's no space between the words anymore. Ooh, I don't know how I feel about that. It's a good thing I don't have the word "the" in front of it, because then it would just be such a jumble of letters that as such to be incomprehensible. I don't know why I put the extra words. I'm on the struggle bus today, you guys. I took a half day and I went to the doctor and they asked me if I wanted like my vaccines for the year, and I got extra vaccines. They gave me the flu, they gave me COVID, and they gave me pneumonia. I was like, I've never gotten a pneumonia vaccine before. Is that recommended? And they're like, oh, maybe because you're like in your 50s now. And they looked at my chart. They're like, yeah, you smoked a pack a day for 20 years. So even though you quit, sometimes like if you were a smoker for a long time, after a certain age, even though you stopped, they'll make you get that thing. But I think you guys who've known me for a few years might recall that every time I get the COVID vaccine, it knocks me on my ass. So I'm bracing for impact on that. I almost didn't even want to get it this year because I'm like, I can't afford, I'm already missing enough work, like doing all this other doctor crap. I can't afford to make a decision that will make myself be sick for a day or two. But I also was like, I don't want to mess with not being vaccinated because I believe like I'm an at-risk individual if I get COVID without something to buffer the intensity of it. So, anyways, I didn't really know it was a thing either, Brad. I mean, I'm like, sure, yeah, give it. If you recommend it, I'll give it to me. It was funny because even I went and got lab work on Saturday. That's one thing. It's a lot of these things at Kaiser I can't do on a weekend or after hours, like seeing a primary or getting like a lot of this. I still need to do some imaging and stuff like that. But labs you can do on the weekend. So I got a bunch of labs done last weekend, and I almost considered going and getting my COVID shot then, but I kind of was like, I can't afford to be sick. I got like deadlines at work and all this stuff. That's one thing that was nice though. I was talking to my manager this week. We have a weekly one-on-one, and I was letting her know like, yeah, I've got like with the doctor and all this other stuff and the deadlines, like I'm feeling a little like stretched thin. And it turns out the deadline for the things that there's a bunch of things like legal memos I'm supposed to draft, and it turns out the deadline was not as tight as I thought. So that's why now I'm like, all right, do you want to give me the COVID shot? And possibly I won't be able to, like, I'll be under blankets with chills all day tomorrow. I can deal with that. Every time you double up. Well, this is the first time I've tripled up. I got the COVID, the flu, and the other one that I said. Am I starting to get loopy already, or am I just? This is just my natural state now. All this is to say. Oh yeah, it's the pneumonia. All this is to say that I can't make any guarantees that this is going to be like a normal length stream. I have no specific plans to cut it short, but if I start getting chills or feeling like weird, probably going to cut things off early. But I definitely wanted to, still wanted to stream. I'm feeling much better about my overall health after going to the doctor. They pretty much assured me that the stuff I was like sort of freaking the most out about really is just back pain from bad posture and being too sedentary, like causing it. They're still going to do some, I think they're going to order an ultrasound just to be sure there's nothing weird going on. And I still got other stuff that like could be bad that I need to get checked. I'm gonna get like an MRI of my liver because I've had like that fatty liver for like a long time. I don't have any problems with it, but they're like, Like, I've never had any symptoms or real issues, except when it always shows up in the blood work. It's like, oh, you got like some weird liver numbers. And that's been for like 20 years. And so at this point, like in the last couple of years, the doctors have started being like, yeah, we should probably get an MRI to make sure that it's not turned into something, because fatty liver is not itself like a super serious like thing that's in most cases, but it can develop into serious stuff. So that's like the last thing that I'm still a little worried about. But honestly, like I was freaking out about this. Like it felt like kidney pain or something, and they're like, no, it's not. It's not. But we're gonna do ultrasound to be sure. But you'd be like having a hard time like pissing and other stuff if you have kidney problems, and that's not. It doesn't seem like that's what you've got. And your blood work on your kidney is good. So it's like, oh, okay. So, anyways, that's good. Because I don't know if I told you, but my head goes in these weird places. Like one thing, I was just talking with my wife before the stream because, you know, I'm in my 50s and we've just bought a house. And all my adult life, I was like, sort of felt, you know, financially, even after I went to law school, I still, mostly still just struggled financially. Just sort of scraped by. It wasn't until I got my current job that I really had a decent source of steady income. And I, at a certain point, was like, you know, and I think a lot of people probably feel this way, where it's like, I'm probably never going to end up buying a house. And I was okay, just, you know, I kind of liked, there are a lot of things about apartment living that I like. And actually, you know, if you ask certain experts about it, it's like, you shouldn't feel like you have to get a house or own property, because it's not, unless you're like, fuck you rich for like where investment properties, it's not like you're gonna, whatever. And sometimes that doesn't work out. It's not like worth incurring the debt. But anyways, I've always had this, I developed this thing of like, oh, I'm never gonna, you know, I've always kind of wanted to get a house, and I was like, no, I don't think it's in my destiny to ever get one. And finally we get one, and then all these pains started, and I was like, oh, that's just the way it's gonna be. The stupid like fate or whatever is like, as soon as I finally get a house, and then it'll be like, oh, but now you're like, you got 6 months to live or something. Like that. So that's why I was telling my wife today, looking around the house going like, oh, look at all these things. I think I'm going to be able to produce new window blinds. I'm going to be able to appreciate these for more than 6 months. They call that gallows humor, but it's like I can finally be excited about our new refrigerator because I'll know it'll have been worth it. Our expensive couch that we bought will be, the cost-benefit analysis is much rosier when you have more than 6 months to live. Anyways, I shouldn't joke about that, because it's pretty dark, right? Alright, I see you there, Moo. What did you bring me? Oh. Did you bring me your bully stick? Alright. I think this qualifies. Here, we're going to try. We're going to push it through and see if you want to chew the other side first. Alright, try this one. Give it a try. We give her little bully stick chew treat every night, and then, you know, once she's had enough of it, she brings it to exchange it for more treats. But sometimes she doesn't feel like she doesn't chew enough of her treat. It's too soon to try to redeem it for something else. So sometimes I flip it around in this little holder so that the side that she hasn't chewed yet is sticking out, and I give it back to her so she can see if she maybe muster up the will to chew it a little more. And that's what she's doing now. So, yeah. And yesterday, it was my birthday. I worked. It's funny. Usually, I take like a week off around my birthday, but so like I have no PTO left. I'm still taking off Black Friday because I requested that off like 6 months ago. So I'm taking that off no matter what. But I came into the last quarter of the year with like basically no PTO. Most years I still have. I'll sort of try to make sure that I still have some left for the holidays, but not this year. So it's the first year in a while where I just like my birthday happened and I just got up and went to work. Usually I take a week off and then I'll find some like buy some new game, some big game, and I'll be like, I'm gonna buy a new game and play it for a whole week. I take off and then usually I end up getting distracted by some weird little $8 indie game that I play instead for half the week, and everyone makes fun of me. What was it? One year I think I bought Red Dead Redemption 2, or it might have been Cyberpunk. I can't remember. I want to say it was Red Dead Redemption 2. I bought it for my birthday. And then I found some like $9 indie game called was it Star Traders? It looked super basic. It was actually a really cool game, but it looked like a super like basic graphics type of game. And I don't know how I ended up finding it, but I found it the same day I bought Red Dead Redemption, and then I ended up playing that instead. And I think my wife was like, "What are you doing? I thought you were gonna play the cowboy game." I was like, "I'm gonna play this this game. It looks like like super graphic kind of I don't want to call it garbage because it's actually it's a really, I think, a really cool game, but it's not impressive to anyone if you just look at like the screenshots and stuff. In fact, now that I'm talking about it so much, I'm gonna see if I can find a trailer so you can see what I'm talking about. Any of you guys heard about Star Traders? I'm in a weird mood today. I think it's called Star Traders. Star Traders. Frontiers. Trailer. Oh, hold on. Oh, she chewed that bully stick down to a nub. Okay, you have officially earned the exchange, young lady. Good work. There is no question. All right, I'm good. I need to take a minute to give Millie the exchange because she's done such an admirable job of chewing her bully stick. I'll be right back. Okay, you all will be pleased to know that the exchange has been completed. I put away her bully stick holder. She received 2 calming chews and 1 Dentasticks, as is our tradition and her expectation. It is a week from Thanksgiving out here. And hello, Matus. Yeah. We got our friends from San Diego coming on Thanksgiving. They're going to come on the morning of Thanksgiving and stay until Sunday. So that's going to be cool. We've been that's one of the things that has been sort of keeping us from getting too lazy about getting our house ready. So like this past weekend, I finally, for the first time, hung up some pictures. I had all of our wall art was just sitting like in stacks in the closet. Not everything is up, but some stuff's up, so it's a start, you know. Got my and some of the new stuff I had some. It's 2 years old, but I never even bought frames for them. Got these cool Star Wars pictures. Well, they're not all Star Wars, but it's a picture of Darth Vader sitting in like a cozy chair by the fireplace reading, and then I put that next to my recliner in the corner, and I got one that's Darth Vader sitting on the toilet reading a newspaper, and I put that above the toilet, and then there's one of a stormtrooper taking a bath with like a towel wrapped around his helmet, like, and I put that next to the shower. So. And we got one more. It's a little bit bigger, and it's Sauron and the 9 Nazguls sitting around a game table playing Dungeons and Dragons. So we'll probably put that in the room where we're going to set up our dining/gaming table. All right. I know you all are just dying to see this Star Traders trailer. Probably no one gives a shit, but you're gonna see it anyways because, you know, I've been talking about it for all these years. Let's see, where's the thing where you can see? There we go. So there it is. Star Traders Frontiers. The game that I played instead.
What's up, guys and gals, and welcome
All
back.
right, sorry, Splattercat. I'm gonna come back over here now. A little bit of Darkest Dungeon style combat. Open world, open universe trading. Political, a little bit like Dune style. Galactic intrigue. Cool stuff going on. Anyways. I could see Brad liking that game if it like showed up on Humble Bundle and it just landed in his lap. It just auto-played, Brad, and I turned it off immediately. I think I cut it off very quickly. That's definitely a game. Matus, you like Darkest Dungeon, don't you? For some reason I thought, maybe I'm thinking Dark Souls. I know you've played some Dark Souls. It seems like Darkest Dungeon is a kind of game you would like, though. It's like that, but in space. And then you got a spaceship. I played it until I got to a point where I got my ass kicked because my crew was not strong enough to like get past. It's open universe, but there's also a story or very branching storylines, and I couldn't pass the next mission in a storyline without wiping out. Yeah, they're both good. They're both punishing, though, in their different ways. I would say Darkest Dungeon is probably more punishing than Dark Souls. Ozzy, what else new? I've been playing a little more Oblivion this week. I've been playing some Dragon Quest XI this week. Those have sort of been the two games I've been bouncing back and forth on. Both, to me, kind of relaxing comfort games a little bit. Yeah, I guess. Like I said, didn't really do anything for my birthday. Thank you guys who went on the Discord and wished me happy birthday. That was nice. Much appreciated. I didn't go on there and thank you there yet, so it's like, just bring it up now. I should just record like a video message for all the people that wish me happy birthday on Facebook and just clip it and put it on there. I had something to go on Facebook. You know, on every year, everyone finds out on Facebook it's your birthday, unless you're Brad and you've like deleted your Facebook account. But for everybody else, and then like a whole bunch of people wish you happy birthday, and then you sort of awkwardly just thumb everything up. And then if someone leaves like a really nice one, maybe you put a heart on it, but then you're like, well, if I put a heart on it, will the people that just got thumbs up be like, will their feelings be hurt? It's very awkward. If you respond to some of them and not others, are some of those people, their feelings going to be hurt? But I just realized with work and going to the doctor, I didn't even... Usually I wait till the next day. I can wait till the next day, and then I say, hey, thanks to everyone for the birthday wishes. I guess I still technically could, but this day kind of got away from me. I thought about it a couple times yesterday, but then I'm like, no, I should wait, because what if I thank everybody and then someone else, you know, they'll feel bad if they were like, oh yeah, I work until 10, and then I was gonna get off work and log on to Facebook and wish Ryan a happy birthday. And then they'll look and go, it's too late. He already thanked everyone. Then they'll feel like left out. See, there's all these pitfalls to how and what, like when and how you respond to everyone wishing you a happy birthday on Facebook. There's lots of opportunities to hurt and offend people. At least in my imagination. I don't know if anyone actually gives a crap. And I'm like, just gave that person, I put a heart on that one, but only a thumb up on that one. Adelie definitely would have her feelings hurt. Oh my gosh, the pressure is so high. Anyways. So, maybe I'm just gonna play some Oblivion. Let me know how the volume is, because I took a peek at my last stream and realized my microphone was louder than everything and you could barely hear anything else. So I tried to turn up like my desktop volume a little bit on this stream, but I have a tendency, it's like, it'll be one extreme or the other. So now you won't be able to hear me, type of thing, you know. But I didn't declare this an official low chat stream, but I did note in the description it's a low energy after doctor visits. just to set expectations for the, you know, possible energy level that may be happening. All right, let's turn this on. Wait, let me launch the game first. Where is it? Here. It's a real minefield, Brad. Yep. I briefly considered streaming Dragon Quest XI. I thought, is there a way that I could stream while I'm sitting in my recliner? And I could just use, well, the microphone might even stretch over there. But I could just use my wireless headset mic. And I guess I could use my phone to look at chat. Probably end up falling asleep in the stream. How cool would that be? If you're like, you came in, you're like, oh, Game Lawyer streaming. Hey, he's playing Dragon Quest XI, and you log in. I'm just like, I'm on an inventory screen, and you're snoring, and nothing's happening. Anyway. That might not be... I laugh as if that... I laugh, but that's not necessarily much better than a lot of my streams are anyways, so... Alright. So just for some context, wow, it's storming up. I am in the town of Anvil. I've made my way... Well, I was at Kvatch before, but I never went all the way to Anvil. I've done some quest stuff. I've progressed the quests. I forget why I ended up coming this way. One of the things I'm doing is I'm trying to get... One of my own personal goals is I'm trying to get a recommendation from every city has a chapter of the Mages Guild. And I'm trying to complete a task to get a recommendation from the head of each chapter of the Mages Guild. So that's one reason why, you know, I'm not just rushing the main story. But also because if you're just rushing, just only doing the main story quest in a Bethesda game, you're kind of missing the point, I think. Some people never even play the main quest in a game like this. So, the Mages Guild here sent me to check there was an inn out of town where reports were that a rogue, well, a mage, like a bad mage. Rogue is in bad, not as in like a pickpocket. Has been killing travelers in the vicinity of this one inn out on the road. And so I went and pretended to be a merchant. I don't know how they bought it because I went in dressed like this. I'm like, yeah, I'm a merchant. And then I spent the night there. And then I walked out looking like this in the morning. And this rogue mage ambushed me on the road. And I killed the shit out of them. And now I'm coming back to report it to the Mage Guild for this town to get my recommendation. Hey, Nick. Good evening.
What is it now?
Excuse me. Newheim the Portly?
I'm Newheim, Anvil Harbor Master. I'm responsible for all harbor traffic, docks, duties, and fees in Anvil Harbor.
Oh. He doesn't have anything that I want to talk about.
Good day.
There was apparently an attack on the temple, and then this prophet appeared the next day. And I already talked to the prophet. I've got a quest. He seems insane, but he's like, there's the hero of ancient legends or whatever. You need to find the armor of the ancient hero to defeat the evil. And I'm like, okay.
I had no idea.
No doubt.
What's the
So I'm gonna
news from
look
the
for
other
that
parts
stuff
of
now.
Tamriel?
Wait, who's the? Are you the boss here?
So, what of the rogue mage? Has he been found?
The rogue mage. It was a she. Don't be sexist.
A she, you say?
Yes.
And she's dead. Well, Ariel and Roliand did what needed to be done. No more innocent deaths. At least for now. You have done well enough for yourself. I'll pass along my recommendation to Raminus. Though I must say, I doubt it will do you much good in the end. You'd be surprised how easily they forget about the little people.
She's like a Slytherin-y. A lot of the mages are kind of like that. They're very elitist.
Be seeing you.
You should know you're talking to the hero of
This is
Kvatch,
unbelievable.
young
How
lady.
can the gods let this happen?
Goodbye.
Oh, thanks, Nick. Yep, I said technically I was born a few minutes after 9 p.m. Pacific, and we are within 24 hours of that moment. So, by a certain measure, you could say it's not even belated. You could, sort of like a different way. It's like Kelvin versus Celsius. The different ways of measuring things. You could say it's still my birthday. But in a calendar sense, it is not the 19th
Welcome.
on any
Please
part of the
don't be
world
shy.
right now.
I'm
so.
listening.
All right. Let me go outside. And I had a very low-key birthday. I worked.
Hello.
I got off of work. I took a nap. What else did I do? I played some Dragon Quest. This week if I felt like I still have more stamina to sit in my desk chair, I've been playing this game. But if I feel like I need to be in my recliner on my controller, I've been playing Dragon Quest XI. No, I didn't. I didn't get myself anything. I did look at Steam. Usually I take the last several years. I take a week off around my birthday, and that also gives me a little more incentive to be like, oh, I'm gonna find a new game and just jump into it, and that's what I'm gonna do this week. But honestly, I'm already like into multiple games that I'm enjoying. And
I wouldn't go in there unless you have a strong stomach. We have orders to leave everything just the way it was until the investigation into the chapel attack is finished.
Oh, maybe I will check it out. What do you got to say about that?
It's baffling. How anyone could have gotten in and out of there without being seen by our patrols is beyond me. Maybe that prophet is right. Some kind of unholy doom visited upon us.
All right. Well, what do you have to say about the I already talked to the guy. He sounds nuts, but...
He preaches most of the day across the street from the chapel. I used to think he was crazy, but now he seems to be making some kind of sense. I hope that doesn't mean I'm going crazy now. Goodbye.
So, I mean, there are a lot of games that I'm interested in getting eventually. But I was like, I don't think there's anything right now that I don't already have that there's nothing that I'd rather be playing that I don't already have. Which is kind of a nice place to be mentally, to be like, not to say I'll never get a new game again, but just to feel like. Now, the thing is, for my birthday, we kind of considered my new computer and my computer desk as... We were calling that my birthday present. So technically, I'm all talking like I'm a humble person. I don't need anything for my birthday, whatever. But no, the fact is I dropped like $2K on a new gaming computer a few weeks ago. That was basically supposed to be my birthday present. People have been talking up Dispatch, so it's something you're considering. Haven't really been in the mood to dive into a game though. I've heard Dispatch is good. I watched Do you watch Mortismal Gaming? That's the review that he does those reviews after 100%. And I don't always have 100% the same taste that he does, but I do like the way he reviews stuff. And his take on it was like, it was more like a visual novel. Like, it was a really good story and really good characters. And, but as a game, it's like, it's pretty like bare bones as a game, but still like a lot of, still like worth the journey if you're into the storytelling and stuff. It's supposed to be really good. So, that's something for me. That's something like keep an eye on and get it if it's on sale later. Never heard of them. He's mostly like, his big thing that he's into are CRPGs, like Baldur's Gate 3, and there's a few others like that, like Dungeons and Dragons, Pathfinder, the Pathfinder games. He's done a ton of content on. Divine Divinity, the predecessors to Baldur's Gate 3. Like, his channel grew on him doing, like, he'd just do comprehensive guides. He'd learn every character class inside and out, do like build guides. And sort of his thing that he does that really put him on the map was he does reviews after 100%. And he's pretty efficient. Like, a game will come out and he'll just go to town on it and pop up a few days later having 100% of it. And these are some big games too. And all of his reviews are around, it's usually between 20 and 30 minutes. So he kind of really gets into them. The only time I turn him off is sometimes he gets a little more spoilery than I would like, but usually not. It's not like he's out there ruining everything, but occasionally he'll stray into like spoiler territory more than I want. You don't mind a visual novel from time to time? The story and characters are good enough. Yeah, well, that was sort of like seemed to be the idea with that. There is gameplay to it. It is definitely more than a visual novel. But just not. It's just not a like particularly. There's not a ton going on with the gameplay, I guess, was sort of the point. Like, it seemed like that the way that the game is, it could have been developed. Like, it's about like dispatching heroes to things. You're like a 911 dispatch, right? That's sort of what your role is, the person playing. Except you're dispatching superheroes to deal with crimes and other super villains and things like that. The whole premise just does seem pretty cool. So I think that would, if it sounds interesting to you, you'd probably like it. Wonder if Joss is going to come in. I saw the notice pop up over the last day or so that Joss has started playing. Take that. That Joss has started playing Midnight Suns. I don't know how much he's played, but is there a person in there? I'm laughing at it, but like, he's got a rake on him? That sucks. It's a weird thing to have on you when you're dead. Is that ritualistic? Definitely, there's blood, letters. Trying to see if I can read anything from this. Dead. I don't think there's anything to pick up from that. Flax. That just looks like that was dumped over. Did I look at this person already? I don't specifically have a mission to come in here. It's just the guard like accosted me and was like, "Don't go into the chapel unless you have a strong stomach." So I'm like, well, I guess I should go check out the chapel now. And relieve these people of their coins that they don't need them anymore. It's my investigator's fee. All right, nothing to report so far. This is another one. It's like a 4 hours in Riften, where I'm in like, I've just set my character to walk mode just to make everything happen real slow. Oh, there's ghosts in there. Okay. Hold on. Let's see. I summoned the Dremora before, and they weren't good against ghosts. The Daedroth is great against ghosts. But, oh, maybe I'll use the Daedroth. Okay, the Flame Atronach I use as a backup. Here, I'll just drop this out here and let nature take its course out there. There's a ghost over there, dude. Are you not going to fight the ghost? Eat the ghost, man. Maybe it's not a bad ghost. Famous last words. Here, let me get this weaker sword, but it's a magic sword, at least. Alright. Are you a friendly ghost? I'm just gonna... Ancient Sanctified Dead. Well, no wonder my demon didn't attack you. You're not evil. At least you're not trying to kill me yet. An offering box. It's the sort of thing that's probably best left alone. There is bone meal, but I don't know, it feels a little disrespectful. That could be his that could be his body right there. Besides, Nick, I always keep one pile of bone meal. Just for you. So, I always make sure to always keep a little bit of bone meal on my person when I play these games. That's right. I mean, the fact is, no one's sure whether it's delicious or not. It's an age-old mystery. You look like a different kind of spirit. A sanctified ancient specter. Why do I have a feeling something's gonna happen? I think, was it a specter in the last stream I ran into that was, like, brutally hard to fight? I feel like something's gonna happen and all these ghosts and specters are gonna try to kill me. That would suck if it turns out all the ghosts that I've fought so far in this game would have been passive if I hadn't attacked them first. But I know that's not the case. I know that they've drawn first. They drew first blood. Alright, well, I'm not seeing... I mean... Yes, there's a ton of ghosts. I was going to say, I'm not seeing anything suspicious down here. But if you don't count all of the ghosts, that is. It'd be quite like a reality show. It's like crime scene investigators. Nothing down there, but a ton of roaming spirits. Nothing to see here. Alright, what's going on down here? Snacks. I'm looking at this because there's a prophet outside that was raving about some ancient hero that fought an ancient evil that's now awakening again, but I can't. It might be this Pelinal character. It's supposed to be some ancient lore that most people have forgotten. But he said it was this evil god that's responsible for all the ills in the world, which I know is not true because I know who's behind the Oblivion gates, and it's not whoever he's referring to. Which lends credence to my theory that he's nuts. But that book was about the hero he was talking about. It might be a little less nuts than I thought. So, but yeah, I don't have a quest to be down here, so just having a look around to see if anything jumps out at me regarding the massacre that happened up in the chapel. Cheap wine. Hello, newborn god. Good day to you as well. Thank you. Shazar and the Divines. No. Oh, there's more about Pelennor. Maybe I should start picking up these books instead of leaving them around. In case they mean something later. Any other books about... There's more. Oh, there's a whole bunch of these Pelennor books. Oh my gosh. Alright, I'm gonna collect these for a rainy day. There's like a whole 10-volume set of the song of this guy. I always tell myself, I'll keep all these books, and I'll make my little store them in my home, and then on some rainy day, I'm gonna spend an afternoon. I'm gonna boot up the game, spend an afternoon or an evening sipping some warm tea and reading all of the Elder Scrolls books. I've been saying that for 20 years. I've never done it, but maybe one of these days. Amulet of Kings. I don't know, they changed the names, how the names work. So wait, like, did Brad change? Because he was P-Rich. But then if you looked at his channel, I think it still said internet. There was the @internet celebrity Brad Pritchard. So maybe it switched that out for people? I don't know. Oh, it's you, Armando. Okay. Yeah, this is like a new thing. Everyone who's come in here, it seems like this is... Everyone's discovering this name convention change for the first time. Adabala. This is another one from the Pelennor. Yeah, it is the same. White Strake. Alright, so apparently whoever lived down in this basement here was just obsessed with this ancient hero, Pelennor. Because Nick, isn't normally your name on YouTube just Nick C? And then, I mean, I'm just gaming lawyer either way, but there's like a channel name and a username. I don't know how it works, but the people like P Rich and something else, and now he's the something else. Oh yeah. I just noticed that too. Your name is, it only has one E after the V and 3 E's before the V. Crossbow. Hey, I got a skill point from this. And it's 22 pages. Definitely not reading it now. Oh, my conjuration just went up. Well, no, the spelling changed, which I don't really know how it works. Where, like, the thing I'm looking at is remembering is that Brad had P Rich, but then you went on his channel and you'd see, yeah, I think the @Internet Sledgery. I never had two versions of my name associated with my channel, I don't think, but some people did, and I don't know how or why. So it's possible, Evie, at a certain point, you did something on your channel that created this alternate name. Alternate spelling of your name. It's not considered stealing if the words aren't read. Alright. I'm starting to think there's nothing down here for me to discover, aside from the fact that somebody was clearly obsessed with the books about that guy. Alright. Just gonna go back up here. Gonna do one more little once around of this place, make sure I didn't miss anything. I don't think I did. My neck is starting to feel stiff.
Oh, people of Cyrodiil.
Here's a crazy guy. We'll talk to him again real quick. Umaril.
He was defeated, but not destroyed by Pelinal the Crusader.
Pelinal, yeah.
Now he has returned to seek vengeance against the gods. Only a true knight, wielding the holy relics of the divine Crusader, has a chance to defeat Umaril.
All right.
May the 8 and 1 guide your steps.
Well, it's not that secret anymore, newborn god. I bet that's where this crazy dude sleeps. I've known at least one person that started going crazy and they thought they were like a prophet. Seems like it's a common thing that people do when they start to go nuts. Yeah, I knew this guy when I lived in my last building. I don't know if I told you guys, but so there was a pub in our lobby. This old pub from the 40s. And that's where this guy lived in our building. And he was sick.
Good evening.
And he had medications that like screwed with him and stuff. And I think as he got more sick, his and I don't know, I think he started to lose it. Maybe not entirely his own fault. But he started having all these conspiracy theories. He thought there were secret tunnels under the building that like politicians, powerful people like the Illuminati were using and meeting in the basement of our building. And then at a certain point, he invited me to his apartment. He said he had something very important to tell me. He was burning sage, saying there's evil spirits everywhere trying to get him, and then over the course of a very awkward 2-hour conversation, he informed me that he was the reincarnation of Jesus Christ, and the world was about to end, and his job was to usher humanity through it. And yeah, there was a lot of lore around that. I tried to keep a cool head about it because the last thing you want to do when someone tells you that they think they're the reincarnation of Jesus Christ is to tell them that you think they're nuts. But I think he respected the way I handled it. I told him I'm very skeptical that what you're saying is true. But I'm willing to wait and see what happens. Oh, look, I just got a Discord message from Joss. I was just mentioning Joss. He says he's been playing Midnight Suns. It's awesome. Thanks. That was funny. I was like, I wonder if Joss is going to check in, because I just saw, like yesterday, I saw Steam notifications popping up that he's been playing Midnight Suns. I was wondering if he was enjoying it. This is every town has like its local lord too. Sometimes you can have a little quest to uncover. Is it really late? Is that what's happening? It's the 7:07, not super late.
Go ahead.
Oh, good old, yeah. I feel like Grok is an example of AI that has been a little too tampered with. All right, you know what? I'm not going to mess around in here. I just wanted to see if there were any... Usually if there's during the day, that's when the people are out here, you might find people with tasks for you.
I'm Barrelord, Anvil's castle mage. Perhaps you've heard of my work on magical resistances.
Sure. All right, he doesn't have anything.
A terrible crime. Everyone in the chapel murdered. Who could have done such a thing, and why? You two.
All right. Maybe it's the crazy prophet standing outside. Has something to do with it. All right. I don't think my guy needs to sleep. I'm gonna...
What's this about?
What do you want, you?
Oh, it's... Oh, no.
What do you want, you rat?
Okay, I pissed this person off.
Take
Sorry. And then the end was like, take care. I did a Fighters Guild task that ended up pissing that person off.
How do you do?
That was kind of a funny quest. There's this lady in town, and the Fighters Guild said, yeah, go help this lady. She's got a problem with rats in her basement.
How are you?
Giant rats. So I go to her house and talk to her, and her problem isn't that she wants the giant rats to be killed. The problem is she loves the giant rats. And somehow mountain lions keep getting in her basement and killing her giant rats. So I go down, there's a mountain lion in her basement, I kill it. Save her rats. But then she's like, there's always more and they'll keep getting in. And I just know someone's doing it on purpose. And so then she's like, you have to go talk to this hunter, tell him what's happening. He'll help you go and kill the remaining mountain lions. And so I go this guy out of the gates, and we find near the walls, down a ways, a bunch of mountain lions. We kill them. I come back to the lady, and she's like, there's still more. There's another mountain lion in my basement, hurting my rats. So I go down and I kill the mountain lion. The next mountain lion, and then she's like, someone's doing this on purpose, and I think it's my neighbor, Quill, that lady that I just spoke to. She's like, watch her at night and see what she does. So I come out at night. Sure enough, I see that lady sneaking, creeping behind the person's house near the basement door and leaving some meat out there. And so I confronted her, and and she's like, no, I wasn't trying to attract mountain lions. I was trying to entice the rats to come out so that the city guard could kill them. It's not proper having a neighbor with rats in it. She's like, don't tell the neighbor. If you don't tell my neighbor what I was doing, I never meant for mountain lions to come. If you don't tell her what I'm doing, then I'll teach you some tricks for like agility or acrobatics or something. And I'm like, yeah, no. And then I immediately went and told the lady, the rat house lady, like, yeah, you were right. She was putting the meat down that was attracting the mountain lions, but she didn't mean to attract the mountain lions. Anyway, so that was the first time I ran into the lady who was putting the meat out, and apparently it's gotten back to her that I ratted her out. It said he could also be the world's greatest piss drinker.
Good evening.
Well, I'll bet it's programmed if you ask it if Elon is the world's greatest fill in the blanks, it would agree with you. Because AI is not actually smart. It's not actually intelligence. It can be tricked into saying some pretty stupid shit. Alright, what's going on at the lighthouse? Probably nothing. It's a little rude just coming into his house. He's got a Nernroot by his bed? How does he sleep? Those things are noisy. I mean, it's not trespassing if the letters aren't read when you look at the door, right? It's a lighthouse. It's public, you know, public work.
Evening. I'm Ulfgar Fogeye, master of the Anvil Lighthouse. Visit the lighthouse anytime. Fine view of the town and harbor.
He looks just like the crazy prophet.
Sure, the guy down by the chapel. He's the one calling for some holy knight to return. Maybe we could use a few more holy knights these days.
Hello, Jeff Harbo 8683. At Jeff Harbo 8683. How are you?
Goodbye.
How the hell did I get back? Maybe a trap. There it is. I'm okay. I think. Well, you know, as always, as an asterisk. I went to the doctor today. The good news is, it looks like I'm looking at the death. Looks like probably the stuff I was worried about health-wise. I'm probably okay. I probably just need to try to be a little more active and maybe do some back exercises, like a little homebrew physical therapy for my back. I also got my COVID shot, flu shot, and pneumonia shot, which is they never recommended before, but I guess because I'm getting older, a combination of I'm getting older and I used to be a smoker for 20 years has resulted in them now including a pneumonia vaccine, which I didn't even know was a thing, among my now recommended. Wow, this person's still out here? This is a secret agent of like the Oblivion cult that popped out and tried to kill me like in game yesterday. There's an option to change your handle somewhere, but it has to be unique and no spaces. Yeah, I never made a separate identity, so I'm just gaming lawyer. But
hello.
Oh, hi. What's a little awkward? You guys just standing there.
I'm Mirabelle Monet. I run the Forecastle, a boarding house for sailors. Sorry, I reserve my beds for seamen.
Yeah, but you do. Okay.
Bye.
I'm Krognak Robrock, landsman, and I don't much care who you are.
That's rude.
Goodbye.
All right. Well, I thought this was this is kind of a shitty inn. All right. I'll see you later, you guys. For seamen, Matus. You heard her. Look, I don't care. Whatever floats her boat. Whatever. She got a business idea and it works for her. And it brings her fulfillment. Who are we to judge? Here's another one. Maybe the flowing bowl. Oh, that definitely sounds like a business that has to do with, you know what.
Hello.
Hi.
Welcome to the Flowing Bowl. I'm Kane Lorne, the one in blue. My twin main Lorne is the brown one. Can we rent you a bed?
You too.
The flowing
How
bowl
are
of
you?
bone meal. There we go.
Hello. Captain Dougal's rumored treasure has to be true. I wonder if the first count of Anvil found
Well
it.
met.
I see.
What's going on with you? They say
What's
that
the news
slavery
from the other
has been
parts of
abolished in
Tamriel?
Morrowind.
Many
How
are
All right.
places
They're
along-
getting, Oh, no, I know you're not a clone, Jeff. Everyone's got their ats on, which is like whatever their... You have the channel name that you choose, and then you can have like a sort of an alternate alias channel name or channel name. Like you could be, you're Jeff Harbo, that's what the channel name. But then YouTube, to make you have a unique channel name, be like, your actual channel name is at Jeff Harbo 687, you know, whatever, 8683. It's sort of a thing that, for some reason, at least starting today, that I'm aware of, because I don't do a lot of chatting or see a lot of chatting aside from my streams usually. Everyone's suddenly chatting under their @alias now instead of their... Is there even... Now I'm curious to check. Is there even a distinction anymore? No, like my channel... Here, you guys, since this is... But you can see my channel name is Gaming Lawyer. And then apparently that was the only one, so it assigned the @Gaming Lawyer. But if there had already been a Gaming Lawyer, then it would have been Gaming Lawyer, like whatever, a bunch of numbers at the end just to make it unique. So that's why I'm like, the reason Evie comes in here and her name is spelled funky, that makes me think that at some point you were screwing around with your the names associated with your account, and you did a typo or something, or you spelled it the way you normally do, and it was like a username that was already taken, and so then you misspelled it and it let you do it. All right, I think I'm just gonna wait until like regular business hours. 9. And I'm gonna revisit some of these locations during the day. Just before, I've done things that I wanted to do here, but I think there's more going on. In particular, I remember there being one really cool quest.
Greetings.
Wait a minute. I'm all turned around. Is it really daytime right now? Yes, it's almost 9 in the morning. Right, the weather here is atrocious. There's an Oblivion Gate out right outside. I was like, that has to do with it? Usually, if you're too close to Oblivion Gate, it doesn't have rainstorms. It has like weird flaming fiery storms. It is frightful. But there's something is delightful. I forget. What's delightful? If the weather is frightful, something must be delightful. If the glove don't fit, you must acquit. Sun's starting to come out. The fire inside is delightful. There we go.
I'm Darahill, steward of Castle Anvil. We do things differently in Anvil, and the difference shows in the comfort and trust of its people. Goodbye. Well met.
You got nothing. Anyone in here got anything for me?
What can I do for you?
About the Thieves Guild.
I am the stranger. That is all you need to know. That, and I am no one to be trifled with.
Isn't the stranger a god? It's one of the 9 divines, isn't it?
I don't have time to gossip about the guild right now.
Okay.
Shadow hide you.
How can I help you?
Let's talk to the boss of the whole place.
I am Milona Umbranox, Countess of Anvil. I hope you enjoy your visit. I trust you will give us no cause to regret our hospitality to strangers.
No, I'm already solving problems and stuff.
I won't risk my guard attacking that infernal Oblivion Gate. We'll hold the walls and hope for the best.
What if I were to help out with the Oblivion Gate? No one's giving me a quest to do it.
Be seeing you.
There's one... I played this game almost 20 years ago. But there's one... The thing is, the only quests I've had have been guild quests in this town. There's a Mage Guild and the Fighters Guild. I'm just going to cut across here. I remember there being some really cool quest where you, like, go inside a painting or something. I think that was in this town. But I don't remember, like, what prompted it. No.
Go ahead, please. I'd like to get my hands on the cowards that did that. I'm even thinking of joining the Prophet's Holy Crusade. Good day.
Yeah, it was... I remember back in 2007 or whenever this came out, like, I was blown away by it. And I don't think I knew it was coming. But, like, literally, you go inside the painting, and the entire artwork looks like like you're inside a Van Gogh painting. Like, everything suddenly transforms to look like brushes of paint, like like Starry Night. Have you seen Van Gogh? He's got those, like, you can see the all the brush strokes, like very broad brush strokes, and it's kind of like that. But nothing's popping up. Merchant, I've been in here. Oh, no, I'm not gonna break anyone's house. I mean, yeah, it was not exactly like Starry Night, but kind of like that. All right. Maybe it wasn't here. Like I said, it's been 20 years. This town doesn't even look remotely like I remember it looking either. It's so weird. This game feels like mostly a new game to me, but I do remember certain things. Most of the quests I'm doing, I don't remember any of them, except for like the overall main story. I do remember Oblivion, the Oblivion Gates. Maybe I'll shut the Oblivion Gate here and see if it causes anything to change. Is there a little farm up here? Whitmond. Oh, yeah, I think the Oblivion Gate was on the other side of town. It's easier to remember after 20 years versus 20 beers. No, that's true. I've never drank that many beers in one sitting or in one evening. But I can tell you, after I've had, like, I think the most drinks I've ever had in one night was 12. I got very ill. I don't remember very much about that night, aside from brief glimpses of moments of me being ill. Hold on. We get... this. Oh shit, why y'all coming after me? Here, two can play at this game. It's like Pokemon. You guys fight each other. We'll see which one wins. Wait, fight the thing that I summoned for you to fight. There you go. It's much stronger than I am, so... let me know if you need another one. Hey, good job, mine won. Good job, buddy. That's what we call the big guns right there. Another one. Wow, there's some big bruisers outside this place. Oh, he's not as bad as I thought. Wow, I didn't realize he breathed fire. I've only been in one of these Oblivion gates so far in this game, and it was part of the story. And the stuff outside it was not as tough as this is. That might not even be another one of those fire creatures. I think it's just the burning body. Fire broth. Actually, that sounds really good. It's like the ramen that I like is in fire broth. Some bitch tactics right here. Although it makes sense because look what my class is. I'm a bitch tactician right there. It's part of my job. That does look like one of those fire demons. Yeah, no, a big brute. This guy kicks ass, dude. It takes half of my mana to conjure him, half of my magic points. But he just like rips through the enemies. Just gonna pop into hell, see if I can destroy it. It's just a miniature hell. Just a quick jaunt into an alternate, you know, another dimension. I shouldn't screw around. Oh, there might be treasure chests if I keep my eyes open. Oh, hold on. I'm just gonna move my keyboard aside. Oh, where'd you come from? Oh, that plant attacked me. I don't think... Nah, I'm not even gonna collect. There's lots of, like, hellish herbs. I think these yellow things have treasure in them. A fleshy pod. Yeah, it's got some gold. Gotta keep an eye out for fleshy pods. That's Hell's version of a treasure chest. Okay, there's a baddie. This guy's... That old guy went down a little harder than the first one. Oh, hello. Can I shoot this thing? Apparently not. Oh. I'm just gonna... There you go. You play with my little dinosaur demon. Give me your cutie pie. Oh. Our time together was far too short. Yeah, this thing's pretty badass. Costs a ton to summon, but pretty badass. All right. Man, when you're a sneaky bitch like me. Oh, those Clanfear claws. They can be used for cure disease potions. Oh yeah, I'll take all of those that I can find. Do I have mandrakes on me? I think I dropped them off. I have a castle I sort of accidentally inherited. And I have a chest in there where I keep all my extra shit. A claymore of shocking, you say? I'm not gonna use a claymore. And for the weight versus value is not great. So I'm just gonna leave it there. Where did I learn bitch tactics? From Bitch Academy. It's a very exclusive learning institution. So I can go upstairs. This will just take me back outside, right? To the wastes of Oblivion. Is up the only way to go? It's really gloomy in here. This is much darker than the last one that I was in. So behind each Oblivion gate, it's kind of similar when you go inside. Each one's, it's not identical, but sort of like there's towers, there's bosses in the towers. Sometimes you need to like find keys to get to the top of the main tower. Then you defeat a main bad guy, and you can shut down the Oblivion gate after that. Cage Master. I released a caged prisoner. Oh, hey! I hope he wasn't alive because I just dropped him to his death. Alright. Well, this doesn't seem like that was not a very pleasant reward for my efforts. Usually you come to the top of a tower, you expect to be like, hey, look, you got a treasure, or you got, you've defeated a mini-boss and got a key. Instead, I pulled a lever and some poor asshole fell to his death. A shocking find. So I'll go... Well, maybe he had something good on him. As I carefully trudge down the 200-yard drop. He probably got impaled on one of those spikes, too. Alright. Mythic Dawn Guard. Mythic Dawn are the cult. They're the Oblivion cult. Why was he, wonder why he was... Oh. Why he was a prisoner in here. You're just gonna pop off of that. Alright, I don't know if I accomplished anything in this tower. And hey, Joss, I just saw your message. I read it out. Well, I got the notification on my phone. I didn't open Discord. But I'd been talking about you because I noticed on, I don't know if yesterday's the first day you played it, but I saw on Steam it popped up that you were playing Midnight Suns, and I was like, oh, I wonder how Joss is like in Midnight Suns, and I wonder if he's gonna pop in tonight and say what he thinks of it. And then, like 5 minutes later, I get a notification saying, oh, you've been playing it and you're having a lot of fun. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I need to get back to that. It's been a few years now. I might start over, but the reason I never finished it is because I run out of stamina when a game is really long, and that game is... Well, I also have the deluxe edition, so each hero has their own like special quest line and stuff too. So I was doing everything, and then at a certain point, I was like, I need to play something else. That was after like 100 hours. You been getting your butt kicked a bit? There. You guys work it out. Mine versus yours. Yeah, no, I really liked Midnight Suns. The only person I know who didn't like it was Brad. But maybe he just didn't like watching me play it. Did I loot this guy? Yeah, but remember when it came out, its reviews, like, it wasn't horrible, but it was like, no one seemed to think it was that that awesome either. Or maybe it's just, I can't remember. Was it well reviewed? It just wasn't a huge hit. Oh, this place is a little confusing. They do a Brad stream where I only make bad decisions? Oh, this is where I came in. Or maybe not. Okay, I've been here before. I didn't notice this, I guess. Now, something that weighs 8 pounds and is worth 570 gold. That's a good cost to weight ratio. I'll take that. I'll take that. This is real borderline. I'm not going to take that. 18 pounds because let's see. I did pump some points into strength a few times. I don't use strength for combat, but it's nice to have more carrying capacity, so I did a little bit of that. Because I've already maxed out agility, which is what I use for my bow and my short swords. Alright, this is the way to go. The Oblivion Cave. Okay. I'm not going to mess with the rooms in here. Okay, there's a way to go forward if I want to, but if I go down, I can't come back up. Make sure I haven't passed anything up before I make the plunge. Yeah, I think that's the only way to go at this point. So, away we go. All right, more holes to jump down. But again, I should make sure I've looked around first. Oh, hello. It's when all I knew is that somebody had seen me and I didn't know who it was yet. But my big bruiser of the summon will take care of it for me. This thing is borderline OP. Magic's one of your favorite characters in the game. Is she the one with the portals? It's been a minute. Knocking people through portals. Yeah, okay. Yeah, she was good. You could get so creative about using her portals so that, you throw people through the portal and have them hit their allies when they come out the other side and knock them both. Yeah, fun stuff. Is it getting more fiery the deeper I go? I can't tell. It's all pretty hellish, to be honest. Okay, that is clearly a destination to be reckoned with. This probably leads to the other. There were two holes I could have jumped down. This probably leads to the other one. All right, you guys. Daedroth v. Daedroth. You never thought you'd see the day where you told Jill how to go to hell? Are you referencing my presence in Oblivion? Or are you just really upset with me right now? I'm starting to get hungry. So for the, in case there's anyone, I can't remember if I mentioned this again since more people showed up, but I took a half day off work for a doctor's visit, and I got a bunch of vaccines. I got my COVID shot, flu shot, and a new shot, which I haven't had before, is a pneumonia shot. Apparently because I'm getting older and I have a history of I smoked for 20 years, so they're like, yeah, we need to start giving you this now. But historically, the COVID shot after a few hours starts kicking the shit out of me, or at least by the next day I'm in rough shape. So that's been one of my disclaimers coming into this stream, is that if I start getting chills and shivering violently, I'm going to probably end the stream. Evie, it takes about 8 hours or so to hit you. Yeah, it means it could hit during... Now, for me, it's usually not until the next day that I feel like shit, but it's varied. And each one's a little different, too, so... To the Oblivion Cave. Wait a minute. It's like, I didn't just come back to where I came in, did I? Nah, I don't think so. So, but there's a good chance that if I'm, and so far, 5 out of 5 times, it's fucked me up. Sometimes worse than others. But every time I've been bad enough that I've missed a day of work. And I've done it where one time I did it, I think on a Friday, so that I could, thinking oh, I'll be better by Monday. And that was the worst one. That was the worst one. I actually was still screwed up on Monday. But the other ones, usually it's one day, it'll kind of knock me on my ass for 2 days. And it's usually the day after it, the day after the shot, and then the following day. But this one I got done in the afternoon, which means, yeah, I'm not feeling screwy yet. Not overtly screwy. But my eyes are starting to feel a little fuzzy. Okay, you guys work it out. Man, my little beastie here is so badass. Yeah, I'll take all that stuff. But just over the last few minutes, I've started to feel a little, not exactly lightheaded, but sort of where my head's starting to feel a little bit fuzzy. And then also my neck is starting to get a little sore. But sometimes that happens anyways at the end of a day. What's worked when you took the COVID and flu shot? And this is when you worked in Frozen. Oh no, you're working in freezers, and you wonder why you get chills. That's the thing when you get chills. Your temperature, it's like 1 second you feel like you're on fire, and the next second you feel like. My chills were so bad the 1 year, like I literally wrapped myself up. I was wearing like a sweater on top of a jacket on top of another sweater, and then I wrapped myself up in like a blanket or two, and I was just like shivering. Is this something? No. Like, that's not like a weird hell door, was it? Or was it just a rock? Ooh, there's a big baddie. Here. There's my friend. There you go. I received a gift from Anime Girl. Who is this mysterious inventory? Anime Girl. Now I gotta immediately see what my gift was. Let me see. How do I go? What new gift? Ending gifts. I'm trying to do it on the web version. It's giving me guff. Do I need to come over here and use the actual app? Sometimes the web version sucks. Void War! I accept this gift. Thank you, Evie. So for those of you that don't know, I don't know if you guys have heard of Void War, but it's basically like... It's like FTL. It's very much like FTL. But it's got like sort of a Warhammer 40,000... hellish, like fighting hell theme, like almost Cthulhu-like theme to it. And it just looks really cool. So I've had it on my wish list for a while. As something that I wanted to get around to checking out eventually. And now I've got it. So thank you very much, Evie. Happy birthday to me. And especially after I said I've already got... My big gift for myself this year was my new computer. Which is a huge expenditure. But I definitely got games on my wish list. But this is the first year I did not buy a game for myself for my birthday. I think part of it too is like there were a bunch of games that I bought in the last year that I couldn't play because they would make my computer crash. So I was like just excited to be able to finally be able to play some of the games I already bought too. But yeah, I'm always I've been more careful in recent year to make sure around my birthday that I don't have any, like, sometimes you end up with games on your wish list that you forgot you put on there. And you're like, oh, I don't remember that. It's like, just in case someone wants to get me a gift, I want to make sure I don't have any duds on there that, like, because sometimes I'll put something on there and then the game will be free on the Epic Store, and I'll end up I'll own it, but I won't have it on Steam, and then I'll forget. Like, oh yeah, I had that wish listed. So, yeah, I like to make sure everything on my wish list is the game I actually want. What was it that I played recently that you gifted me? It was Dead Space, wasn't it? You got me Dead Space, right? Which was like the game I played for the first half of October. Okay. Yeah, my head's definitely starting to feel a little weird right now, but I'm not feeling bad. I'm just like, feeling like, oh, like I've started, the hint of a headache just started. Which, you know what? That means maybe maybe this would be an appropriate time for me to grab some ibuprofen. I was planning on taking ibuprofen before I went to bed, so that I could get ahead of any aches and pains that might start developing during the night. It might be time to do that now to get ahead of it. All right. All right, I took a couple ibuprofens. Hopefully that'll help a little bit. Whoa, hello. I see this little guy. Oh, okay. Those killer plants. Big rocks in the way. There we go. All right. I think my big bruiser went up ahead to get the next guy. Good for you, buddy. I haven't had a proper meal since I had a late breakfast around 11. And then I went to my doctor. My doctor now, because I live in a small town, sort of out there. I had to drive an hour to get to my doctor. So that's why I needed to take a whole half day off for a doctor's visit. But by the time I got to the doctor's office, I realized it's like I should have had lunch maybe before I came in here because I was getting hungry. Then I was listening to a podcast where they kept talking about candy. They kept talking about candy bars. And I got a huge craving for Snickers. And so that's what I did for my drive back home, which was like a little bit, an hour and a change. I stopped at a convenience store and got basically some road snacks. The stuff that we used to when we do road trips. I got some beef jerky and a Snickers bar, and then I was like, it was my birthday, and I've been relatively well behaved in terms of birthday foods this year. So I also was thinking, okay, we got candy for Halloween, like a little mixed bag, but it was like very specific, just certain candy bars. And it was the first Halloween that I didn't get Reese's peanut butter cups. So I got a king size peanut butter cups, and then I got a whatchamacallit, because I just, guys, does anyone like whatchamacallit? I love those things. It seemed like I didn't see them for a while. Or that maybe I just didn't look for them for a while, but for the last like 10 years, pretty much every time I see a whatchamacallit, I'm like, I'll get that. And I think it was because for a little while, maybe it was where I lived for a while, but I didn't see them. Like I would look for them and not see them. So it's a little bit like Mexican pizza. I do have something sad to report. Speaking of Mexican pizza. The one sort of special thing I did for my birthday is because my wife had to go to her office to work, so she asked if I wanted anything on her way home to pick up to have like special for my birthday. And you know, I hadn't had Taco Bell for like 6 weeks. It's sort of the longest I've ever gone without having Taco Bell. But I tried the Taco Bell in our town one time, and they're not good. It's not a good Taco Bell. And then I read the reviews, and all the reviews are like, these people fuck everything up. Like, they don't cook things right. And so, like, last time I got Mexican pizza there, it was all the toppings in the sauce were just in the center. It was like a little, like, 1.5 inch circle of sauce with a little bit of cheese on it, and the rest of the deep fried tortilla just didn't have anything on it. I mean, it still tasted, you know, it was still like, I still enjoyed it, but it was just wrong. It's supposed to have cheese, melted cheese all the way across. And so yesterday, when we got it home, this time they had the toppings on it, the cheese and the tomatoes, but they hadn't heated it up. So it's supposed to be like pizza, right? It's supposed to be melted. It was just a bunch of like right out of the fridge shredded cheese on top. So I actually had to like put it in the microwave, and then my wife got one too, and hers was like, because in the middle they have beans and refried beans and ground beef, and hers between the two, like those two tortillas where those things are, there was just like this big lump. It was just a big, like a fist-sized lump. It was. Anyway, it was just like, do they still make peanut butter Twix? I don't know. Peanut butter Twix was something I think I tried once, and I was like, eh. But it's sort of like, if I wanted a Twix, usually I want the regular Twix, and if I want something with peanut butter, I get Reese's peanut butter cups. So it was in all cases, the things that it represented, there were two other things that did, like, more specialized items that did it better, I thought. Like, eating it just made me want to have a regular Twix and a Reese's peanut butter cup. It seems like it was a while ago since I had one, so that's a good, I mean, that raises the question, do they still make it? Was it a 90s thing? They might have stopped in the 90s. It's one of those things where I wouldn't know for sure. That's like they have all those variations of Snickers. There's like the almond Snickers, and there was a peanut butter Snickers too, right? Peanut butter instead of caramel, I think. Was that what the other... I know there were a couple, but I didn't dislike them, but like I've had an almond Snickers, it just made me want the regular Snickers. And again, I think if I had a peanut butter Snickers, it just made me want a regular Snickers and a Reese's peanut butter cup. Just like side by side. Fifth Avenue. Yeah, that's good. I mean, I like all those candy bars. It's just that there's usually one of my favorites that fills the role. Like if I'm eating the one thing, I'd rather be having this other thing instead. That would satisfy the same cravings. All right. Any chocolate that doesn't involve coconut. That's kind of the sad thing is because I like the taste of Almond Joy. What was making that sound? But yeah, I don't like what the coconut does in my mouth when I'm trying to eat it. So I'm assuming blades are popping up. Is the graphic messed up? Like I'm not actually seeing... Maybe I'm hearing something from some... Oh, there it is. Oh, there it is. I was wondering what was making the sound. Turns out I don't notice exactly what it is until I get stabbed by it. You like mounds? I feel like it needs a little more, like just the chocolate and peanut butter, or the chocolate and coconut. But I always end up like once I get chewing it, and it's just like then I've got a mouthful of coconut for the next 2 minutes. That's losing its flavor, and I'm just like chew, 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 chew. I don't dislike the I like the part where I first bite into it and everything tastes good. But the next 2 minutes of me chewing like the gritty, grainy coconut, I can see where it wouldn't be for everyone. Yeah, Payday is good for a change. That's the one with no chocolate, right? It's just... And then Baby Ruth. I get into a Baby Ruth sometimes. Oh, something's coming at me. This is another case of I don't know what's coming after me. So I'm just gonna summon my guy and let him figure it out. Summon the bastard. Let them work it out. Anything that tries to get over here, he's gonna go after. Let's see, how's my wife? Still doing good with carrying capacity. You like Payday? You're not sure you even had a Baby Ruth? You get the concept, but you're happy with Payday. Well, it's a different thing. I sort of think of like Baby Ruth as a Payday covered in chocolate. I know that's probably not completely accurate, but it's just another thing with, you know, chocolate and peanuts and kind of chewy nougat. And it doesn't taste like a, you know, like, oh, this is just a Snickers, but not as good. To me, it's like, it's distinct enough that if I want a Baby Ruth, Baby Ruth is like, that's the thing I want. For certain candy bars are like, oh, I'd rather be having a Butterfinger. I'd rather be having This is just making me want to have this other thing that sort of does the same thing that I like better. Why they didn't put them in Skyrim? Were the other ones in Skyrim? The clan fears and stuff? I can't remember which ones were or were not in both games. Wait, I think the Snickers to Milky Way to Three Musketeers progression is weird. It's just like progressively stripping more out. Now the thing is, I've never really enjoyed Three Musketeers. We did get like a big bag of candy a few years ago, and it had those three in it. It had Snickers and Milky Ways and Three Musketeers. And I never really got into Three Musketeers. There was a point though at which Milky Way kind of won me over. Snickers is my favorite. Is like Snickers and Reese's peanut butter cups are probably my two favorite candies. Well, I just mentioned whatchamacallits here. They're pretty much up there too. But I know there's some people, and I don't get it, but there's some people that Three Musketeers is literally their favorite candy bar. So it's like, it's just a matter of taste. If you like, because it's definitely not like, well, if you love Snickers, you love Three Musketeers. But taken for the experience that it is, there are some people that really like what it is. To me, it just seems like there's just not enough flavor going on in there. There's not enough flavors and textures. It's too sweet. I like something. That's one thing I like about all the things I'm mentioning as my favorites. Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, Snickers, and whatchamacallits. They all have like salt. They have like a salt element, a salted nut or peanut butter element to it. Three Musketeers is the only chocolate bar you like. Okay, so there's Joss right there. Maybe I'm remembering you saying that if we've had a candy bar discussion before, but I know you're not the only one. Like, I definitely know that I've heard of other people that they just love it, and I don't get it. My palate. I mean, honestly, when I had a whole bunch of them, that's the thing, too. Is if I don't have a variety, like, because what would happen is by the course of natural selection, I ended up after this was a huge bag of Halloween candy that took like a month to get through. And for the last week, all that was left by natural selection was the Three Musketeers. And so when there was no other candy in the house and I got a little bit of a sweet tooth, that's when I'd start being like, and I could not binge them. They're too sweet, which is also probably a good thing. Like a Snickers or Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, I got to watch out because if I've got a whole bag of them and I don't consciously be like, I need to stop now, I will eat the whole bag. Not that there's no danger of that with the Three Musketeers, but I was enjoying it when there were no other competing candies on offer. I don't dislike it specifically. I'm just not super into it. Well, I know I've had a 100 grand bar, but it's been so long I don't even remember what it's like either. And I feel like I had a Charleston Chew in the last couple years. Maybe based on you talking it up, Brad. But I know within maybe last year, I know I got one for the first time in 20 years. I enjoyed it, but it wasn't. I didn't go back for more. I haven't gotten one since. Caramel chocolate and Rice Crisps. Okay. Can't remember what those things do, the magic essences. Nope, that took care of it. Okay, don't pick up the claymore. They're heavy as fuck. Oh, this guy must have been the boss. He's got a ton of stuff. A base ring of Night Eye. Ooh. I gotta keep that for like earlier when I was in that. Some of the dungeons are kind of dark, but they're never usually too dark. So dark that you really can't see. But there are definitely times when Night Eye would be nice. It's like night vision. Now I'm curious, were there any more... Before I mess with that thing and destroy this Oblivion Gate. Usually there's more than one treasure chest around. Did I miss... Did I miss the other ones? Or maybe it's just that one up there. That might have been it. All right. I forget. Am I in danger now? No, I'm just killing this little pocket dimension. All right. And Oblivion Gate down. Let's go see. We'll go back to town now, see if anyone's impressed. Because they were definitely all talking about how unhappy they were that there was an Oblivion Gate right outside their town. And now it's not there anymore. Oh yeah, my head is definitely starting to feel a little bit loopy now. I don't specifically feel like I'm in discomfort, but I feel a little lightheaded. Sort of like, that's how I feel when I have a fever. Or I'm first starting to get a fever, when you don't really have chills, but your brain just feels like a little loose in your skull. My vision is a little like loosey-goosey. A little bit like after a couple drinks. Kind of, but not not as much fun. You got anything to say?
Can I help you?
Talk about the Oblivion Gate that I destroyed.
Be seeing you.
Is anyone gonna make a big deal about the fact when I did it at Kvatch, they started calling me the hero of Kvatch. Could I be the hero of Anvil now? No, I have a feeling actually drinking alcohol on top of whatever else is gonna happen to my brain would not work out well for me.
Pelinal Whitestrake! What can I do for you, Pilgrim?
You have anything? Nope.
May the
Nothing to
Agent
say.
One guide your steps.
Gonna go to the the Duke lady or whatever she is. The mayor. I forget what she's called. What the heads of these towns are called here. Oh. All right. Hey, remember how you were scared of the Oblivion Gate? What do you have to say now?
How goes it?
Countess. Okay.
You sure gave those damn Daedra what for. It makes us all feel better to have someone like you around.
Yay!
You can best know Anvil by walking its streets and speaking with its people. My favorite time is the harbor at sunset, the sun and sea to the west. Chancellor Okato has performed heroically. No one else could have held the Empire together during this crisis.
Oh, I just realized I need to cover Chauncey up before she starts chirping, and I just got Chauncey after. If I don't cover her up and it starts to get late, she can get really start doing these weird chirps, which makes little Millie Moo go crazy, huh? Yeah, you become very triggered, Millie. Now, there's some conspiracies that Millie long ago ate Chauncey. Chauncey's our pet cockatiel, in case anyone doesn't know the lore, the backstory. There have been rumors, unsubstantiated, hearsay, that when we got our puppy last year, Millie, that in short order, Chauncey was eaten. And that ever since then, I've just had like a fake animatronic bird making fake bird sounds. Chauncey's like 15 years old too. She's old. Anyways. But Millie Moo, would, I am almost certainly, I believe, murder the shit out of Chauncey if she ever had the opportunity. Wouldn't you, girl? Yeah. You're gonna cover her. Night night, Chauncey. All right. I'm back. Chauncey's been covered. Millie can relax now.
Well met. Hey, you're the one they call the hero of Kavat, aren't you? The one that closed the Oblivion Gate and saved the city?
Now the funny thing is Kvatch was already destroyed before I even got there. So I wouldn't say I saved the city, but you know what city I may have saved? Yours. Yeah, you had an Oblivion Gate, and I destroyed it before your city got destroyed. No one's calling me the hero of Anvil, though. At least your countess acknowledged that I did it, though. Nice dead-eyed stare. Yeah, that's one thing about this remaster. Oblivion always had this reputation of having really screwy-looking characters.
What is it?
And they redid, I think they redid the whole, like, character design system. And they still look horrible most of the time.
Hear me, O people of Cyrodiil.
I forget, did I ever check back in with the Fighters Guild after I did the Rats mission? Yeah, I can't remember if I checked in with the little, the chapter leader after that. Because the lady who I was helping paid me directly. So it made me think that nobody here would give a shit.
Well met.
I think the boss guy was at the top. In his office. Did they remove the system for gaining reputation or friendship? No, they didn't. I just never use it because I don't like it. I don't remember if they make the weird faces, but they have the same system. Here, I can do it right now.
You are the toast of Anvil, my friend. It may be only a temporary respite,
but everyone feels better with that gate closed.
Well, I'm really glad they at least acknowledged that. All right, so I had this contract.
Looking for more work, eh? Good.
Ooh.
Got a contract for you. I'd like you to go talk to Norbert Lels here in Anvil.
Okay, what's going on with Norbert?
He runs Lels Quality Merchandise here in Anvil. He's been having problems with break-ins, though, and he's hired us to put a stop to it.
Do you have anything to say about the Anvil Chapel attack?
The prophet speaks true. This is the start of something terrible. I can feel it in my bones.
So yeah, I'll show you the mini game.
Take your time.
And I don't like it because it's also timed. Oh, I've reached the maximum disposition for this character. I probably bribed him, if so. Or he's so thrilled at me closing the Oblivion Gate, I can't go up any... Oh, 99? Yeah, he must have... Sometimes if I'll bribe someone to get the reputation up, because it's something you can just do, just throw a bunch of money at them. Because sometimes when they... you'll be like, "Can you have a contract?" And they'll say, "I don't trust you enough to talk about that." And then you're like, okay, either got to play the mini game or get him to like me some other way, bribe him, whatever. But I don't remember bribing him. I definitely have never bribed anyone to 99 before.
Take care of Lels. He needs the help.
All right, I'll talk to someone else just so you can see the mini game, and we can see if they still make those weird faces. Unless everybody thinks I'm awesome now.
I hope I can help.
Let's see. Persuading.
Certainly.
I've reached the maximum disposition. Maybe it's because I'm part of the guild and I've got a good reputation with them. I'm gonna talk to someone who doesn't already think I'm greatest thing since sliced bread. Seems like everyone in the Fighters Guild thinks I'm awesome. So, it's not a terrible thing, but when you're trying to show how to play the gain reputation minigame, hard to do it when everyone likes you as much as they possibly already can. What about you?
How would you like to get my husband Gogan out of hot water?
Oh, what? What's he done?
Believe me, he'll need all the help he can get to worm his way out of this one. To think he'd fall for the gang's scheme. Oh, I could kill him. I'm sorry. I'm rambling, and you look confused. Let me explain.
Yeah, go on.
The women in the gang use their wiles to lure men out to some remote location and rob them blind. It's been going on for some time now. The city guard hasn't done very much about it, because frankly, the men who are robbed are so embarrassed they don't want to report it. Take, for example, that good-for-nothing husband of mine, Gogan. He cared more about their charms than my own.
Just like the medieval version of OnlyFans. You got lured, a woman lures you out and then takes all your money. The married man. All right, let's talk about the gang.
When Gogan was, with the women, they took something quite valuable from him. No, it's not what you're thinking. He was carrying a precious family heirloom with him when he was lured out to their lair. It was a small ring given to him on our wedding day. The ring belonged to my mother and has been in the family for generations. I'm willing to give you all the money I have to get it back. 100 gold. Can you
100 gold. I'll help you.
Thank you. I'm afraid I can't offer you much help, but I'll do what I can.
Just because I want to be a swole. What can you tell me about this Norbert guy? Wait, tell me about the gang.
All I can tell you is that the best place to start is at the Flowing Bowl.
Flowing
It's a
Bowl.
tavern located outside the city walls near the waterfront.
I'm familiar.
Gogan may be able to give you more information beyond that.
All right.
He runs Lels Quality Merchandise. Ha! Not a bad sort. You can usually find him in a store. The Flowing Bowl attracts the worst Anvil has to offer.
Okay. Okay, we'll keep this one.
Always
that.
be on your guard.
Here, what about you, buddy?
I'm not easily impressed, but even I would think twice before going into one of those Oblivion gates. Well done.
Oh, God. I think everyone in this town loves me now.
Go ahead.
maximum disposition. Okay, so apparently if you close an Oblivion gate outside of a town where someone lives, which I appreciate that. I like the fact that like when I was coming back into town, I'm like, I hope they acknowledge, I get some acknowledgement. I didn't have a quest to go into that Oblivion gate. I hope there's some acknowledgement that I did something nice for the town. And it turns out I'm seeing it. All of my reputation with everybody has skyrocketed, and multiple people have made a fuss about what I did. So that makes me. Oh, this lady hates me.
What do you want, you? What do you want, you rat?
I don't think I've got max disposition with her.
All right.
It's actually not terrible, though. All right. Oh, see, it counts down, too.
You can't scare me. Really? No, you're I wish I could say that. Ugh, that's foul.
Oh, I lost reputation. I hate that game. I never liked it. I still don't like it.
What a waste of time.
Yeah, it was more than a waste of time. Someone who already didn't like me likes me a lot less now because of that mini game.
Good afternoon.
All right, the flowing bowl. All right. See, I told you it sounded like it had to do with, you know,
Hi there.
bodily functions.
What's going on with you? They say that King Helseth has made an alliance with House...
Going into that Oblivion gate was an impressive feat of daring do. I salute you.
Daring do. All right. No one's going to tell me about the gang? Maybe I have to come back at night.
The Count went missing about 10 years ago.
What?
No one knows what happened to him. Lady Malona rules County Anvil. Her ladyship has no intention of remarrying. Liked her first Count well enough, I guess. Doesn't fancy a replacement.
Okay, I didn't realize that the Count was missing
Farewell.
for 10 years.
It seems that these are turbulent times in the land of the Dunmer. Bye. Hail. How are you today?
I don't know you. You don't know me. Everybody's happy.
I kind of want to find out
Be
about
seeing you.
this gang of ladies that...
You closed the gate. How did you do it? We can't thank you enough. Take care. Hail.
What?
What's going on with you?
I've
Hero
heard
of the
that
village
lords
buff.
of Skyrim have been warring with the Redoran of Morrowind.
The Nords have always been protective of their territory. It's no wonder they get involved in the...
Heinrich Oakenhull, captain and shipmaster. My ship is in for refitting, so I'm high and dry for a while. Anvil wouldn't be my choice for a refit. No proper yard, neither spars nor scantlings in good supply.
I just saw...
But it's ill luck to complain.
I'm missing a ton of comments. I apologize. I just looked up and saw Mitsu said, if it makes you feel any better, I don't care that you closed the Oblivion gate.
Goodbye.
Hi there.
Yeah, I got the COVID vaccine this afternoon. I think it's starting to make... I mean, yeah, I'm not trying to make excuses. I know I'm horrible at chat. Even when I don't have an excuse. But I think I'm a little worse than usual tonight. Because I'm realizing there's a ton of stuff people have been saying.
Greetings.
Hey, it's
Welcome
Norbert.
to Lel's Quality Merchandise. We have a wide range of goods to suit your needs. Oh, and perhaps you saw the sign outside? A slight mistake, you know. Bit of bad luck there. So, what can I do for you?
You could just... I guess the signs are expensive? I don't know. Tell me about the break-ins, dude.
I've lost a great deal of merchandise over the last few months. I keep replacing it, but they keep stealing it. New locks on the doors be damned. They always come at night after I've gone to bed. Maybe a mage transports them inside. You can just stay in the shop overnight. Good luck. I'm going to wait at the flowing bowl until this mess is settled. I know I can trust you to keep the place safe.
Maybe he knows because I'm the hero of Anvil?
I am Norbert Lels. How may I help you?
Oh.
Good day.
So let's see, what time is it in game? I'm just going to stay here all night until something happens. It's just the afternoon. Let's see. Let's check out this Siren's Deception. I come back here later. It never misses chat, so that's nonsense. What are these guys? You guys are conspicuous as hell.
No time to talk. Go away.
What are you dudes?
No time to talk. Go away.
They
Go
look like
bother someone
assassins.
else.
Are you like this lady's?
No time to talk. Go away. Stop talking. Enough.
You guys are conspicuous as hell, dude. Okay. Just 3 bros hanging on a dock. Like a bunch of people in solid gold armor. Standing around a dead body. Nothing to see here. I mean, granted, I know they didn't kill her because I did. But, I mean, it was in self-defense. Seriously. Oh, wait, who? Oh, Gauguin. Alright, let me... did I lose the plot here? I should speak to Gauguin. So he can tell me about the... I'm not going to break into his house to ask him about the people that robbed him. That's not... Nope. I'm not going to do that. That doesn't start, you know, it's not a good way to make somebody's acquaintance. Alright, so I'm going to come back to that shop and I'm just going to stay there. I'm going to stand in the shop.
Well met.
And maybe in the middle of the night I can talk to Gorgon or whatever. Maybe he'll leave. Maybe he'll go to the back to the semen bowl or whatever it's called. Sorry. Let's see. I'm gonna look around first, just see if there's any clues to where they may be coming in. Why are his eyes so close? A lot of the people, they have like ridiculously near set eyes. Alright, I don't know where they're going to come in, but I'm going to sit right back here like this. And I'm going to progress to, we'll say 11 and change. So, 9 hours. Midnight's probably the best target. So I'm going a little before midnight. I'm just guessing that midnight's a good target. Oh, it's those 3 assholes! Here, enjoy this.
You'll get. Fall before me, Breton.
Die!
There we go. Nothing that a little Daedroth can't help clean up. Taking care of the crooks. I should speak with the shopkeeper. Sure. What all they got going on? Chainmail, Elven. I don't think I've got use for this. helmet. Yeah. See what the other one's got. And I'll take the gold. Oh, there was two of them laying here. They came in from back here. It's like, oh, is there some mage that was teleporting them inside? It's like, no, they just used the unlocked back door.
How goes it?
All right, where's Norbert?
Were you able to take care of my problem with break-ins?
Yeah.
You've gotten them? Wonderful. But their names are familiar to me. All of those men have worked for me. Amazing. I even trusted them to open up the shop in the mornings. I can't imagine what turned them to a life of crime. Sad. Well, here's your payment.
I mean, it could have been a huge mistaken identity that they were coming in early to help open the shop, and they thought I was an intruder, and that's why they attacked, and it was really someone else was stealing. They're like, hey, I bet that's this asshole that's been stealing.
Farewell.
They're just trying to do a good deed. It's all just a comedy of misunderstandings. We could have known they were up to no good. Yeah, they were so inconspicuous out here, weren't they? All right, hold on. Let's see what's going on with the other guy. The Siren's Deception. Do I just have to break into his house to talk to him?
Hey.
He's still inside his house.
How goes it?
And it's still locked. That's where I should make contact with the gang. I should speak to... Okay, so I need to go to the Flowing Bowl to find the gang, but I do need to talk to this guy first. No, there's no Rodawing in here, Kink.
Well,
I'm just trying to get by as best I can.
Treasure has to be true. I wonder if the first Count of Anvil found it.
Really?
I'm a little lightheaded tonight. I don't know how much longer I'm streaming. I got the COVID vaccine today, and I always end up kicking my ass every year. I think it's starting to kick in. Like in the last half hour, I started to feel a little bit messed up. Oh! First Roda is a shout, right? So you have to customize, custom make the spell with a roughly equivalent effect. Is that how it works? But technically, it could be any spell. I could make a lightning spell called like Flashy Dick or something. It would be like, hey, have you flash dicked anyone? I'd be like, I sure did. I made the spell myself. I've been flash dicking people all over town. Sorry, that's probably the COVID vaccine talking. This guy ever gonna come out of his house? Now I'm starting to feel like I'm slurring. I had not drunk anything. I'm just getting a little bit weird. I'm tired. All right, let's go until 9 a.m. Maybe he'll come out. Yeah, I feel like I'm even slurring my words a little bit. He is still in his damn house. Dude, do you ever leave or unlock your door even? Maybe his door's not supposed to be... Oh, there, it's open now. Okay, I guess I was just coming around the wrong hours. When I first went to go talk to him, I felt like it was like the middle of the day, though.
Eh?
All right, you lech.
What do you want?
All right, tell me about the gang.
See, my wife couldn't keep a big mouth shut. Yes, it's true. I lost the family ring to those sirens. I'm ashamed about the whole incident, but not ashamed enough to ask for your help. I was sitting in the flowing bowl when the most fetching Nord woman you've ever seen walked in with an equally attractive Imperial woman following. After we exchanged words, I followed them out to a farmhouse. Inside, they asked me to remove my clothes and items. Well, I did. And then suddenly they brandished weapons and robbed me. They sent me away with barely a stitch of clothing. Harlots. Just please, help me get that ring back. I want to save what's left of my marriage.
I don't know. I kind of feel like maybe he's the asshole. I have a feeling that when I meet these sirens, they may actually... Like, I may like them better than I like him.
I'm merely a man. How could I resist? What a mess I've gotten myself into.
How could you resist? Just go like, how about no? But they're like, come over to the secret spot and take your clothes off.
Stand around.
How about you just go, no, I'm not going to do that. That's how you resist. It's been like, I played this when it was new, Kink. I don't remember most of the quests. I know the overall storyline. A few quests I have a vague recollection of. Like I know there's a quest where you go inside a painting that I thought was in this town, but so far it hasn't been happening. I haven't found it. And it could be another town. That's the thing. It might be a completely different town. For the quest you go in the painting. And then I never finished Shivering Isles. And then was it Knights of the Nine was the other DLC? Shivering Isles of the DLC was really good. I remember liking it a lot, but I didn't finish it.
Signy wants to talk to you. I think you'll like what she has to say.
Oh,
I haven't seen you here before. Aw, and you're all alone too. How sad. Well,
the last name.
If you're up to it, I think we can solve that little problem. You see, me and Faustina here are lonely too, and we've been looking for someone. You look like just what we need. I'll tell you what, we have a cozy farmhouse not far from here where we could, well, get to know each other much, much better. I'll mark it down on your map just so you won't forget where to find us. Meet us there around 11 o'clock. I can promise you a night of fun you won't soon forget.
Her name is Signy Homewrecker. Is that like you have a driver's license that says Signy Homewrecker from a long line of the venerable Homewrecker family?
Do I really have to spell it out for you? You're a man, and I'm a woman with a certain desire. You figure out the rest.
What's her name? What's her...
Can't wait to see you later. Don't keep us waiting.
I'm trying to... Where's the play on words there? Faustina Cartia? If I say that right, is it something naughty? I don't know. The other one, the name is so blatant.
Hope you're not planning to get much sleep.
What's the news from the other parts of Tamriel?
Well, a couple of ladies, maybe they've heard of me. They've heard of me, the hero of Kvatch. I hope you know that my most dangerous weapon isn't my sword. My Daedroth that I can summon. I know that's not a metaphor for my you-know-what. Alright. Oh, I actually need to... I need to find a bed to level up. All right. And luckily, because I'm a member in good standing of both the Mages Guild and the Fighters Guild, there are beds available without having to get a room in an inn. 3 to 4 more hours, including at least 2 hours. No, the fact that I'm already planning
How are you?
for me probably being sick enough to maybe work, to maybe have to call off of work tomorrow means, if anything, I'll be ending a little early tonight. I don't want to add sleep deprivation on top of the fact that I'm probably not going to feel well in the morning already. Let's see, can I just sleep in your... Nope. It's not just any old bed. Wait, did I just... Getting turned around up here. Oh, that was the library. Usually they have like an actual like dormitory. Very hard. Friday no work, so bonus stream? Probably not. If I'm... Well, it really depends. When the COVID vaccine has been bad enough that I miss work in the past, I don't feel well enough to play games. And that means, like, not even a silent bonus stream. Hawkvember must go on. Well, it's going on either way, you know. I'm speaking perfectly clearly, but you can fix that with Jameson Irish. Wow! Now you're recommend. Usually Jeff is the one who recommends the Jameson. All right, let's pump up the willpower, and let's pump up that and a little bit of personality. I think personality, isn't that a stat related to illusion magic? I can't remember now. Wait, how the hell do I get out of here? Okay, this is the way. Yeah, I am starting to get a headache, though. Like before, it was one of those things where I'm like, am I getting a headache or is my neck just tight? You guys ever see there's an old SNL, like a fake commercial for SNL? And it was for a test that people could take to confirm whether or not they have a headache. And it's people going like, am I getting a headache? And like, I can't tell if I've got a headache or not. And it's just like elaborate blood test. It's like a home blood test where they have to take like several vials of blood and put it on one of those things that spins to like analyze the blood. And then so they go like in one scene, he does the test, and afterwards he's like, thank goodness. I just found out I don't have a headache. You drink because you miss doing streams and hanging out with Jeff. Okay. But wait, what about when you were doing the streams and still drinking? And Jeff was there. Why were you drinking? Maybe to celebrate streaming with Jeff being there? All right, I think at the very least, I'm gonna see if I can get through the quest of these lecherous ladies, the home wreckers. See if I can get through that, and then I'm probably gonna... Oh, it's out there, huh? Probably gonna call it a night after that, though. But I want to see if I can get at least through this one quest, even though I'm really starting to feel a little bit like... I'm starting to feel a little bit unwell. What can I say? Like my vision, my eyes are getting a little bit... My vision's getting a little weird. Like I'm having trouble focusing my like vision on stuff. I might meet Mr. Homewrecker. I mean, I guess it's pretty presumptuous that I'd be in... There's another one right there. Oh, well. They made such a big deal about me destroying the Oblivion Gate just outside of town. This one's just barely further away. Maybe in 2007 it was far enough away to be considered a different region. Hubba hubba, here's the... Is this the place? Need to wait till around 11. I have to, oh, I can't go inside until 11. Okay. That's okay, I'm just gonna stand. No, I'll wait like a gentleman. Until... Let's see, 10 hours, that gets me right before 11, right? I gotta say, I've really been enjoying playing this game. Because it feels like... It's so polished now. It feels like playing a new Elder Scrolls game. Since it's been so long that I've forgotten most of it, the original game, and I feel like it looks great. It feels great to play it. Like I know there was some, complaining that like when it came out, performance wasn't good. I think it helps that I bought for my birthday. I got a crazy good gaming PC, so maybe if I mean, it still played okay on my old PC, though. The frames were a little less smooth, and I had to turn a lot of the graphic settings down. Whereas now I can max everything out, and I'm getting 140 frames a second. But that's with frame gen, so it doesn't count. All right, let's see if these ladies are here.
I see you took us up on our offer.
Yeah.
Good. I'm glad to see you. Sydney will be along shortly. I'm sure we can find something to do while we wait.
Wait,
now,
but she's the
homewrecker. We can't have you standing
Sydney.
there all uncomfortable in all those clothes. Why don't you take everything off and place it there on the table?
Oh, you know what? I'd be willing to do it just because I know half the time now I don't even fight. I just summon my Daedra, and they kick the shit out of everything. So I would love to be able to be like, oh sure, I'll do whatever you want, and then I'm like in my boxers, and they're like, ha, we're gonna get you now. And then I wave my hand, and this like dinosaur demon as big as the room appears. Let's see. It's an interesting silver lining, Jeff.
What? What are you talking about? Don't you want to have fun? Come on, don't be shy. Or are you here for something else?
I'm here for Gogan's ring.
Damn, I knew it. You're working for the city guard, aren't you?
No.
I didn't think they would be stupid enough to send someone alone. But so be it. I should have known after I fenced that stupid ring and discovered it was a fake.
Oh,
worthless.
no.
All part of the guard's plan, I suppose. Okay, girls. We got someone who doesn't want to cooperate. Die!
This egg's here.
Take that!
Everyone get in line. All right. The quest is actually different if you have a female character. That's interesting. It doesn't surprise me. If they made the game today, I don't think they would have made a difference. That was like kink. mentioning Mr. Homewrecker. Sort of like, yeah, well, I would have played along, you know, have an open mind. Is Mr. Homewrecker going to show me a good time? Sure. Could be. Who am I to say my character wouldn't be into it? Classic Mr. Homewrecker. After entering the farmhouse, I encountered Faustina, who tried to entice me to remove my weapons, armor, and clothing and place them aside. Knowing this was a ruse, I refused. She yelled out and the rest of the gang entered the room, fully armed and ready for battle. I had no choice but to kill them. Was, oh, Signy Homewreckers right there. Oh.
We had a feeling you'd be surprised when you saw us in our real uniforms. I see you have a puzzled look on your face. Ask away.
Wait, is this the lady that hired me? Is she really the town guard?
Gogan and I are really members of the Anvil City Watch.
Oh my gosh.
I suppose you could say we work undercover. We've been trying to foil Faustina's gang for months now. Every time we tried to interview a man who was lured there, they refused to talk. The women in the gang picked married men to seduce for just that reason. It was decided the only way to stop this gang was to send in a stranger. You fit the bill perfectly. It's a shame it had to end in so much violence. But someone was bound to get hurt sooner or later.
What about Faustina? I killed her too.
We'll clean up the mess. Don't concern yourself about it. I'm sure you had no choice.
Was I not supposed to kill her?
If you ever find yourself back in Anvil, stop by any time and say hello. Oh, and please say nothing to anyone about our true identities. You've done well, and here's the reward that I promised.
They're like secret members of the City Watch? Like super secret. All right.
Don't spend all the money from the reward in one place.
Yeah. Ooh, they got a basement key. What else? Some gold. Let's look around your place.
Sorry, can't talk right now.
Got a lot to do here. We can talk later in Anvil.
Okay, but I don't need to talk to you. I just want to see if they've got any... I open the door. Any cool shit for me to loot. Hopefully that wasn't considered committing a crime in front of the guards right there, but... Well, yep, here's the whole Homewrecker dormitory. Oh, a bunch of single coins. That's not worth it. Hey, there's some... Oh, that's nice. Some good treasure in here. Wait, did I not pick it up? There we go. And some loose jewels. Those are worth picking up. Heinrich's pants? They have all these characters' clothing in here. I can't wait to see you tonight. My every day is spent thinking about when we will next be together. Soon we will be married, and we be together forever. Bunch of simps. Pinaris is Iron Hair. I wonder if I can actually find all these characters and give them like, hey, dude, I found your underwear in this sex den. The Lusty Argonian Maid. Of course they've got a copy of that. Act 4, Scene 3, continued. Lifts her tail. That's certainly not, kind sir. I am here but to clean your chambers. Crantius Colto. Is that all you have come here for, little one? My chambers? I have no idea what it is you imply, master. I am but a poor Argonian maid. So you are, my dumpling, and a good one at that. Such strong legs and shapely tail. You embarrass me, sir. Fear not, you are safe here with me. I must finish my cleaning, sir. The mistress will have my head if I do not. Cleaning, eh? I have something for you. Here, polish my spear. But it is huge. It could take me all night. Plenty of time, my sweet. Plenty of time. End of Act 4, Scene 3. Do they actually have the rest of these? I need to see. Is it always ever just that, or do they have? Because I know I've never read the whole thing, but I'm not sure if you can find all the like the volumes of it. This doesn't even identify itself as like volume whatever. At least not the title of the book. So that might be the only one that they have. Was it the Lusty Argonian Maid? Yeah, it doesn't, like all the other ones have volume 1, volume 2, volume 3. Oh well, keep an eye out, but that might be all that they wrote of that. But that's some hilarious shit right there.
Sorry,
All right.
can't talk right now.
Alright, I'm gonna go now. Am I supposed to talk with them when I get back to town? No. Okay. Yeah, I'm starting to get a little... I think everyone here has already heard me give the spiel, but I got my COVID shot, and I knew coming into the stream there's a good chance it would start. It always, every year, it messes me up. And I knew coming into the stream that there's a good chance it would start messing me up during the stream. And, it's starting to happen. I'm not feeling awful, but I am starting to feel like I want to lie down. I could fast travel back to town, but instead I'm enjoying just the brief walk. There's a part of me that just wants to does want to keep playing. But like the 3D movements are actually make me feel a little cross-eyed, which is not a good sign. I'm not someone that gets motion sick. Well, I'd say sometimes I go a little cross-eyed during VR games. But I'm not someone that usually gets motion sick from playing games. But I'm almost feeling like the first hints of getting motion sick. Bart works at a burlesque house and finds out almost everyone visits the place. There are multiple chapters and also some terrifying Rule 34. Alright. I'm going to save the game. I think I'm going to wrap up. Because I feel like I'm kind of... Let me see. This is where I save. Still Anvil. I feel like I'm going downhill kind of quickly right now. There we go. So, of course, a lot of people are here right now too. I feel a little bad. So many people showed up. Did I get a kink raid or something and I didn't realize it because I wasn't paying attention to chat? Or is this just a random stealthy 15? I have a lot of streams where like 15 people show up and I'm like, what's going on? But anyways, you guys. Rat Pritchard. The immortal meme from that episode where Abe comes into burlesque and immediately I'm getting tired. Viewership is growing. Probably stick with it. Reading EASA. Well, the thing is like, yeah, I've had a lot of these streams where it seems like the later I go, the more viewers are here, but my view counts aren't like it. The stats aren't going up. So, like, I mean, yeah, it won't be like it won't have like a bunch of viewers or anything. Like, oh, this one got 200 views or whatever. It'll still be like my whatever, around 50, between 50 and 75 views normally. If you want to watch, won't he eat bone meal gameplay? Oh, I didn't even eat any bone meal. Happy birthday again. Thanks for giving you a real good effort despite not feeling your best. Love you. I love you too, Brad. You're welcome. I appreciate that you I appreciate that you appreciate that I streamed until I started getting, I don't even know how to describe myself right now. But yeah, I was feeling good up until now, but now I'm starting to feel a little bit not as good. So good night, Brad. Good night, Nick. Good night, Matus. Good night, Armando, a.k.a. Newborn God. Good night, Alalie. Good night, Joss. Good night, Kink. I say night all the night, Jeff. Here, just in case I miss you during the lullaby, I'm saying good night to everybody right now. Did I say night, Matus? Probably did. Did I say to Nick? I don't know. Probably did. Night, Nick. Night, Matus. I'm just probably saying night to people twice now. You don't know what I'm trying to say? I don't know what I'm trying to say either. All right. We're just going to do this.